Internet, how's it going? It's HiMyNameIsHat here, bringing you a Wi-Fi battle against SuperBluff411. If you're not subscribed to him, do so immediately. Stop this video. Do whatever you need to do to get over to his channel, because Nick puts out some of the best content you're going to find on YouTube for the Pokemon community. But I'm going to lead off with the Zelf, just your standard Zelf with Focus Sash, Stealth Rock, Nasty Plot, and he's going to lead off with a Drapion. So instantly I see at Team Preview that my Zelf isn't going to be too useful, especially if it gets brought down to Sash early like it does right now with the knockoff, mainly because, well, it could help with Mega Pinsir because of Flamethrower, and it could help with Hitmonchan due to Psychic. Both of those carry priority, and if I'm at Sash range, it isn't going to matter. So I'm just going to get my Stealth Rocks up as he knocks off. If I had predicted the Protect, I would have Nasty Plotted to just get a little more chip damage off, but that, that's 20/20 hindsight bias. Had no real reason to think he would Protect on that turn, but I guess he just wanted a little bit more leftovers. I'm not too worried about it though. I have a couple things to take on Drapion, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the Zelf, but be going down. But it wasn't too big of an issue. So I'm gonna go into Aerodactyl and Mega Evolve right away, get the Tough Claws boost, get the extra speed, and I figure, Mega Aerodactyl is going to do a lot. Even though Earthquake isn't getting Tough Claws, it's still going to be super effective and bring this Drapion pretty low, even though they are bulky. Can we just talk for a minute how cool it is that Game Freak gave us Mega Aerodactyl and actually came out and said that Mega Aerodactyl is supposedly its original form? It's so badass looking. But Nick is going to get up his Toxic Spikes. That doesn't worry me too much. I do have a Roserade on this team, so if I need to get rid of Toxic Spikes, I can just switch in Roserade and not have to worry about it anymore. And so I wasn't too big of a concern, especially with my Gyarados and my Mega Aerodactyl being flying types are not affected for that. So Nick is just going to go and Protect, get some extra turn of leftovers to maybe try to live a hit, but as you can see, that doesn't work out. The power of Mega Aerodactyl just coming through. So Nick is going to now go into Rhyperior, which doesn't bother me one bit. I remember back in 4th Gen, when Diamond and Pearl was out just in Japan, everyone thought Rhyperior was going to be such a big threat and so common in the metagame, and look what happened with that. So I just take this time, I'm going to switch into my Gyarados. I'm going to get the Intimidate off, which doesn't really matter in this case because he's just getting his Stealth Rocks up. This Gyarados is a little different, as we'll see in the future here. It's more of a bulky Gyarados. So Nick is going to, I'm going to go for the Waterfall, and his Rhyperior is going to eat that Water Berry, Water Reducing Berry, plus he's got the Solid Rock. So it does just a little under 50%, but I do get the Flinch, which is huge because he was probably going for Rock Slide or probably going for Stone Edge. I am bulky. That's what this Gyarados is a bulky Gyarados, so I might have been able to live. I'd have to run the calcs, but I get the Flinch and I take him out. So he's going into Hitmonchan, and I kind of feared the Thunder Punch, but I figured I'm going to be faster, and I have the Bounce, which I don't think he saw at all. So my Gyarados is going to spring up, he's going to go all the way up in that sky, and he's going to go for the Ice Punch. So that shows me right there that Nick doesn't have the Thunder Punch on this Hitmonchan, and the Bounce is just going to be able to take it out. So bulky Gyarados putting in a lot of work right now. It's got 2 KOs to its name in this battle, and it's looking for more. It's hungry. So he's going to come into his Entei. It's a shiny Entei, so I'm assuming it's the event Entei. It's either going to have Sacred Fire or it's going to have Flare Blitz. It's probably Choice Band, and it's going to be Adamant. So I kind of know what this Entei is already going to do, and I figure I can survive one physical fire attack even from Choice Banded Entei. I'm not worried, and I figured even if I can't KO in the next turn, I'm going to Thunder Wave it, just so I have an easier time dealing with it in the future. Maybe get some Para Hacks. Even though I don't really want to rely on it, I figure the Paralysis might be a good thing to have. But it turns out Waterfall is going to KO from the Stealth Rock damage range without any issue. So Gyarados just out for blood today. It's rampaging, it's doing this Lake of Rage thing. It's not holding out for anyone. So Mega Gyarados, or not Mega Gyarados, but regular bulky Gyarados. It's one of my favorite sets. It's going to get that leftovers recovery. And Nick is now going into Pinsir, which I know is going to be his Mega. I figure he's probably going to Swords Dance, and if I switch out, so I figure I'm going to stay in and just see what I can do. Even if I can live, I know he's going to be faster than me. I went for a Thunder Wave just in case, but he ends up going for the return and just killing me outright. But that's okay. I mean, Mega Gyarados, not Mega. I keep saying Mega Gyarados, but regular Gyarados keeps putting in work. And I'm fine with that. And I figure I'll go into Mega Aerodactyl. I'm faster. I'll be able to scare him out with either Stone Edge or Aerial Ace. And the only way he's not going to be able to, or the only way he's going to be able to get any kind of damage off is just going for Quick Attack. So he takes his time. He's going to go into his Feraligatr to kind of absorb the hit, but it doesn't really take the Aerial Ace too well. I figure he might Swords Dance on this switch, but I'm going to go into Vaporeon anyway. Not too concerned with if he wants to Swords Dance, because I know I'm physically defensive, I'm max defense, and I'm bulky. And I figure if he does just go for the Aqua Jet, I'm going to get the Water Absorb, which he does. Even though I can't really do much to him, I can still kind of fish for a burn with Scald, and he has no way to really absorb water like I do. So even though it's not going to be very effective, it's still just going to be doing some damage, and he can't really touch Vaporeon. So I'm just going for the Scald. And I don't get the burn, but that's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned about it at all. And he, he's low enough where one more Scald is going to take him out, and I don't have to really worry about it. And I don't think he's able to KO Vaporeon in one hit. He does go for the Earthquake, and he does get a critical hit, so my Vaporeon's not looking good at all, sitting with 35 HP and poisoned. But I know I'm going to be able to take out the Feraligatr, and I know my leftovers will kick in before the poison does, so I'll have Vaporeon around for at least one more turn. But for the most part, Vaporeon's kind of just death fodder at this point. There's no point really keeping it around, especially as a defensive wall. There's nothing it can do. I could probably Wish Protect, but that just wastes everyone's time and potentially would give Nick the ability to Swords Dance up of Mega Pinsir here, which is not a good thing for my team. So, he's just going to go for the general quick attack, get that Aerial 8 boost after Stealth Rocks does its damage. I just kind of left Vaporeon in to die. There's no real point to switching out or saving it. I'd rather just get the safe switch. Go back into Mega Aerodactyl. Excuse me, and I know he can't really do much to me. Quick attack, while strong, I'm going to be able to live it. And it doesn't do too much. And Aerial Ace is going to finish the game off. But good game, Nick. And a shout out to Swagalif or Joe for recording this battle for me. This will mainly be a GBA based channel. If you're not familiar with that, go follow Magnitude or check the WordPress. But peace out, guys, and thanks for the view.